Hi, Dietitian Jill. Welcome to the Good Gut Show. It's day 2 of a 30-day Good Gut Plan challenge. And I have some really, really juicy stuff for you. Juicy stuff. Because I'm talking about changing your health beliefs. Now, I want you to just realize that our health beliefs have changed radically in the last, thousands of years. Hippocrates was the father of modern medicine. It's interesting because he said all disease begins in the gut. Duh. And now we're getting back to that. But in the interim, we had a lot of different beliefs about health that were very relevant. People used to do those things all the time, Okay, the interesting thing is, I have my little cheat sheet here. There was a big movement, and it's still available with yin and yang and Ayurvedic medicine in India. There's still this idea of the balance of humors. The balance of humors, blood, bile, and phlegm. And would you believe that to make people well, even 150 years ago, they used to bleed them. Yes, bleeding them, setting them, shutting them up in dark rooms, not giving them water. I know that sounds barbaric, but that's what they thought would help heal people. Obviously, it didn't. So that's very interesting. And basically, I was joined a movement called Natural Hygiene. Oh gosh, when I started this whole journey, like 30, 35 years ago, that believed that the best way to health was to eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and that was it in the raw state. I really don't think that's really where we should go, but it was very interesting because to me, it was the beginning of the health movement. I'm sure there was a health movement before then, but to me, it was the very beginning of our modern health movement, because basically after that, we ended up with a lot of advancements in natural health. And natural hygiene had been around for 150 years, started with Sylvester Graham, of the graham crackers that used to have wellness spas. And people used to eat graham crackers, and they were a lot different then. But this is very interesting because modern medicine has only been around for, it started with Hippocrates, but it's really only been around for, with all the drugs and the surgeries for not a long time. And this writer said that there were biotechnical achievements almost exclusively during the 50 years immediately following World War II, ending in the 1970s. Since then, he says, there have only been modest refinements in existing technology. I mean, we've had vaccines forever, a lot of stuff that we have today, and minor rearrangements in the chemical structure of drugs, which is true because they now use drugs that were used for one thing for another thing, and that have already established and revolutionized the pharmaceutical industry as well as modern day healthcare. And modern medicine, modern medicine is the use of drugs in surgery and lifestyle counseling, which they seem to have forgotten, because when I worked in HMOs, there was none. I did it. It's really fallen by the wayside. And modern medicine is now the third greatest health threat after cancer and heart disease, because it's the third most common cause of death globally after heart disease and cancer because of our huge opioid epidemic. So it's very interesting to me how we really possibly need to rethink this. We need to rethink it, and I'll explain. And I have this handout in the Good Gut group, facebook.com /groups/good gut groups. You can pick this up there. It's called Changing Beliefs About Your Health. And these are really the realities. I mean, we've gone way past an apple a day keeps the doctor away, way past, really what we're looking at today, some gut health truths, which is in the bottom of this, and I'm going to read them to you. 80% of us have leaky gut to some degree. It's the true pandemic. Leaky gut causes all types of health problems, including lousy digestion, I like that word, lousy, depression, skin problems, hormone imbalances, and exhaustion, to name just a few. So we're looking at a problem that is this widely today that causes a lot of health problems. And modern medicine is looking at disease. Modern medicine looks at disease, not wellness. Leaky gut lets toxins get into the bloodstream that shouldn't be there, and the immune system gets overworked and goes a little crazy at trying to sop up all of this stuff that shouldn't be there. And then it starts attacking your body, which is called autoimmune disease. And there are over 80 autoimmune diseases and growing, including cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Okay. It's really the number one health problem, considering that inflammation. And if you look there, this is a 2004 cover of Time that says the secret killer, the surprising link between inflammation and heart attack, cancer, Alzheimer's, and other diseases. Leaky gut causes inflammation. Leaky gut causes the immune system to overwork and go nuts and start attacking you. So, pills can't heal leaky gut. Pills are the medical model, pills and surgery, and can't heal it. But functional medicine can. And here's some functional medicine truth. And I love functional medicine because I've been practicing it for 30 years. And basically it works. It heals people. Here's some functional medicine truths. Patient-centered rather than disease-centered. So it focuses on the absence of wellness rather than the presence of disease. Think of that mindset change in your health beliefs. Wow. Treatment is individualized based upon testing, root cause analysis, and biochemical individuality. Biochemical individuality. We can do that now. We can look at biochemical individuality. We have the testing to do it and really recommend stuff that they couldn't do in the 1970s. Are you kidding? The immune system has just been invented. Well, not invented, but discovered, excuse me. It's always been there. It takes the whole person, environment, experiences, and emotional health into consideration. Medical model doesn't do that. It's like, oh, have a symptom here, take a pill. Balances genetic and environmental interactions, which it explains that you may have a predisposition, a genetic predisposition for a certain disease, but if you do not give it the environment to grow, you don't get it. Interesting, huh? Sees health as a presence of wellness, not an absence of disease, and treats dysfunction before it turns into disease, which is a biggie because doctors are waiting for you to get a full-blown disease to do something about it. And most of my clients who come to me say, oh, well, I don't feel well. I don't feel well. What do I do? Doctors have told me to live with it. Anyway, that's the end. Tomorrow, what I'd like you to do for homework. Oh, and did you do the Are You Ready for Change quiz? Because please do that. It's on the platform. It's on the Good Gut Group platform. Please do that. Find out where you're at. And leave me a message in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. So tomorrow, I'd like to help you change some beliefs about your health. And basically, what you want to do is kind of get a pad. I've always got all these yellow legal pads all over the place. And write down your beliefs about health. All right, these are some of mine. Anyway, Dietitian Jill signing off. Have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. All blessings.